most confusing part of an access control list or ACL is the field lists. I'll show you how to navigate the options that are on there on an ACL list. Let's elevate our roles to security admin so that we can create access control lists. And once we've done that, we will open up Studio. Okay, just select your application. All right, and let's create an access control. Okay, so as you see here, there's two fields under the name section, and the first one opens up a table. So in this case, it opens up the employee table. And then the second field has a bunch of options. The first one is none, the second one is star, and the rest of them are fields inside of our employee table. So the first thing I would like to go over is the none option. The none option says there are no restrictions on the table as long as you pass the requirements. So let me open up some that I've already made. In this example here, we can see that employees are allowed to see all of the records on the table. Since this is saying we're not specifying any field, we're just leaving it at the table. So employees can read all of the records on the table as long as the user of the record is themselves. The next option is the asterisk, and for that, we'll open up this example here. So the asterisk says that the users with the designated roles are able to view all the fields. So the none means all the records in the table, and the star means all of the fields in the record. So in this case, we have granted access to the employees, the managers, and the admin so that they can see all the fields in their own records, in the records that we specified earlier on the employee table. If we want to restrict certain fields, like the comments field, for example, then we need to give them access to all the fields first. So to restrict employees from seeing the comments field, we would create a new ACL with comments selected right there. And we would have admin, and there's one for managers too. We would grant admin and managers access to the comments field. We would not include employees since we don't want them to see it. So in this case, admins can read the comments in their records, the records that they have access to in the employee table. And in this case, managers can read the comments in the employee table to the records that they have access to, as long as the user is one of their employees. And then when we put all of these together, we have admins who can see all of the tables, or all the records in the table, and all the fields in the record. And then we have managers, which can see all the records for their employees, and then they can see all of the fields inside of their employees' records. And then we have employees, and employees can only see records for themselves, and they can see all the fields except for the comment fields. So I know this is kind of confusing, and this is just a basic quick rundown of how that field list works, but hopefully that cleared some things up for you.